Why is it that the clinicians or the FDA or whatever the standard is not impressed by this?
I think we stuck in the old assumptions. We stuck in the check the box, and we stuck in show me chemotherapy. They don't recognize that this is a ubiquitous treatment of your immune system. You shouldn't ask what cancer is that. That's what we're trying to get the FDA to understand.
All right. That was me and Dr. Pat, right? Dr. Pat Soon-Shiong, part of the NewsNation documentary Killing Cancer that you can watch right now on NewsNation's YouTube channel. It has absolutely gone viral, and for the right reasons, okay? Which are what? Why can't we be more aggressive about people and their right to try? Why can't insurance companies be made to pay for things? Why is the standard is what it is? Now, a lot of this comes down to the FDA, right? So at the FDA, there's drama. Why? So there's a guy named Dr. Richard Pazdur, very respected within the FDA, within the clinical community. They really pushed him to take over drug approvals. He says, fine, fine. He does it, and he resigns in less than a month. Why? And what does it tell us about what's happening or not happening at this very important agency within our government? So I asked Peter Pitts to come back, former Associate Commissioner of the FDA, to help us understand. Pete, thank you for turning right around and coming back again. One, what matters to you about Pazdur and the resignation?
Well, the first thing to understand is that Rick Pazdur, more than any other human being on the planet, has driven advances in cancer care in this country over the last 20-odd years. He's a hero. He is a genius. He knows how to work the regulatory system, not just to get good drugs on the market, but to keep patients first, to make sure he understands what patients need. So that's a rare double play when it comes to drug regulation. He was asked to take the job as director of the entire drug center, Center for Drug Evaluation and Research, CDER. He initially didn't want to do it. He was perfectly happy in his oncology perch. He's the best in the world, and we were lucky to have him. The commissioner, Marty Makary, basically went to his house on bended knee and begged him to come, promised him complete independence, and that turned out to be a complete load of you-know-what.
So why? And this isn't him just going back to what he did. He's leaving, so something went wrong. Why was it a load of you-know-what?
Well, from what I've heard from the inside is that the commissioner, Marty Makary, wanted to place two political appointees in key slots underneath Rick Pazdur without asking Rick Pazdur what he thought. Rick was promised autonomy. That turned out to be not to be true, and he's walking. And I mean, I can't blame him, but it sure is a loss for American healthcare, and especially for patients with cancer.
So, assuming that Pazdur is not an unreasonable guy by reputation and in your experience, what would be wrong with putting political appointees below him?
Nothing's wrong with having the commissioner and Rick Pazdur discuss placing people in slots. That's the way it's supposed to happen. But to basically tell the director of the center, a highly respected individual who had just recently been promised autonomy, here are the guys I'm going to put in place, and they're my political guys, is a non-starter. Rick Pazdur is a career public health regulator. He is not a political guy. And having his boss, who's a political appointee, tell him that political guys are going to be put underneath him by the commissioner without any say-so from him is not the way to run a drug regulatory agency, and sends a very bad signal that politics, rather than public health and facts and figures, are going to rule the day. And that is a very bad sign, not just for Dr. Pazdur and for cancer, but for the FDA as a whole, because that, I think, is going to speak to more very solid people leaving because they're not being allowed to do their job, which is to follow the science and do the right thing.
Pete, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for giving us this perspective. I've had several different people reach out to me and say, pay attention to this, pay attention to this. It's nowhere in the news cycle, but very often there are cogs in the machine that keep things going in the right direction. We'll see what kind of change this brings. Peter Pitts, thank you very much. Appreciate you.
My pleasure. Wish I had better news, but let's keep an eye on it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.